Today we are focusing on a topic that really does shape a child's life, and it stays with them forever, and it happens to be literacy. So joining me here in the studio to talk about this is coordinator of with Every Kid in Our Communities, Jane Hess, as well as we have with us Sharon Pritchard, who happens to be the coordinator of Triple P. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. All righty. Jane, please tell us, what is Every Kid in Our Communities?
Every Kid in Our Community is a coalition of 45 plus child, youth, and family service providers in Leeds and Grenville who get together to try to work cooperatively, not competitively,
Yes.
in order that we support children and youth in our communities to be the best that they can be.
My heavens, that's a large group, isn't it?
It is huge. Yes.
Whoa.
We have Family and Children's Services, the Southeast Public Health, R&J Youth Services, Girls Inc., the new Boys and Girls Club of Leeds and Grenville. So we have a number of agencies who all serve children, youth, and families in Leeds and Grenville.
And we're very fortunate to have it. Very fortunate. So Every Kid in Our Communities, they don't offer the services, right?
That's correct.
You bring the
Yes.
people together, the agencies or whatever.
We work in a collective impact framework so that collectively we do a better job than we do individually as agencies. So no, we do not provide services. We do often do campaigns, and early literacy is one of those.
Yes.
Start with Hello was another one that we did as well.
Yes.
And we do try to work cooperatively and collaboratively so that we are using our resources, which are limited, in the best way possible to support children, youth, and families in Leeds and Grenville.
And it's not doubling.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. No, I agree. So what are the working groups?
We have a number of working groups. One of them is the Triple P working group, which Sharon is the coordinator of. We also have the Early Years working group, which is where the early literacy campaign has come from. We have the Developmental Assets working group, which is where Start with Hello and the Developmental Assets Builders Awards comes from. And we're working on another number of groups, one of them being data, and that's for our 25 to 27 work plan. We'll be looking at how can we use data better to support what we do.
Wonderful. Let's talk about Triple P then.
So Triple P
yes.
is basically, it's in Lanark, Leeds, and Grenville, but our focus is Leeds and Grenville.
Okay.
I'm under the umbrella of Every Kid in Our Community, and it's positive parenting program. So I coordinate with the community of practice. It's the same as Jane said. We have lots of people who offer it, like R&J, the health unit, Southeast Public Health was offering it. They are pulling back a little bit, but the early on has it as well, and so does Family and Children's Services. So we coordinate with the different agencies that offer Triple P. The other thing is I'm trained in Group Triple P, and I connect with parents as well, so they can reach out to me. And my number is 1-888-879-0360. And we have tip sheets for parents. It's free. And I also have a presentation it's a seminar on February the 19th from 6 to 8 virtually. It's positive parenting tips. So what happens is it just gives parents a lot of ideas of how that they can work with their kids, even the concept of literacy and working with the children early. So that's there, and I'm involved with the working group for the early years as well. So we're hoping to get out to the libraries and promote that, and I want to get to the early on sites as well with Triple P.
That's
but parents
wonderful.
can reach me directly, and I can refer them to people or provide services to them, and I also can register them for online codes for parenting.
Jane, why is literacy so important for child development?
Well, I think you could kind of switch it around. Is literacy child development, and it's a combination. It's important for life. Literacy is important for life. So basically, the skills of reading and writing is what we're kind of working toward. But when we want to start that, we want to start that from birth, and even sometimes before birth. Parents sing to their baby in utero and tell stories to the baby in utero. But as they are born, and then you move on from there. So 0 to 3 is so important for that early early literacy. So things like singing to your baby, talking about the routines you're doing. I'm changing your diaper now. Oh, aren't you cute? The things you might say to your baby. And for most parents, that's pretty intuitive and pretty normal. But there's some people who probably go, ooh, I sound weird. Should I really be doing this? And we want you to.
I talk to my dog, for crying out loud.
Same kind of thing. How you talk to your your dog or your pet. We want you to talk to your kid, and do all of those silly things that parents do. Google, and make funny faces, and talk and return. Even babies are kind of conversing with you when you smile at them and they smile back at you, and that's the start of early literacy. So it's those really, really simple little things that people do every day in their lives that are really early literacy. So talking, singing, routines. When you're out and about, that's a stop sign. A green light means we can go. A red light means we need to stop. So all those things that you do in your life, talk to your baby about, and your young toddler as well.
We're going to have a lot of people talking.
We want you to talk all the time.
We are indeed. So tell us about the launch of what early literacy looks like at home.
Okay. So we basically tried to coincide this interview with early Family Literacy Day, which was January 27th.
Yes.
For the Family Literacy Day, they do have a focus this year on household routines and things that you would do in your kitchen, like baking and those kinds of things.
Yes.
But there's all sorts of things around early literacy that are really important. So again, routines, talking about what you're doing when you're bathing your baby, when you're playing with your toddler, those kinds of things.
Are there any barriers to any of this, the literacy at home? In other words,
I think literacy at home is as simple as doing what you do and talking about what you do every day in your home. And then even babies can use chunky crayons or finger painting or those kinds of things with supervision. So all of the tools that you might use for literacy later on in life, think about those. So it is very simple. And I think the barrier, though, might be that people think it's complex. I think it's hard to do. And how can I do this? How can I ensure that my baby will be able to, speak, read, and write as they move through life? And it's so simple that some people, maybe the barrier is their own self.
They overthink it.
Or they look at themselves and say, oh, this is silly. I don't want to look silly. But we want you to look silly with your baby and toddler.
Well, yeah. I mean, enjoy the years that you're spending, because they grow up very quickly.
They do grow up quickly, for sure.
Okay, tell us how do you know that the campaign is successful? How do you know this?
I guess we haven't put metrics in place yet, but one of those things might be that we have, happy, healthy kids that enter kindergarten ready to learn. We don't want them, they don't have to have those pre-writing, pre-reading skills other than, the things that we've talked about this morning. Yeah. They don't need to be able to write their name or do any of those things, but that they have the ability to learn that when they enter kindergarten. Maybe the number of referrals to speech language pathology, those kinds of things might be indicators. Again, we're really basically saying that this is a normal part of everyday living with babies and children, and we want parents to have fun, enjoy it, and make their kids as happy as possible.
And why not? Why not? So let's do it. So this initiative, what is your hope? What is it? I think we've already actually mentioned it, and that is to make sure that you are enjoying your child, your baby, your toddler, and that you are being vocal in any way possible, so that they'll learn. They'll know what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think it is that we know young parents today with kids in daycare and two parents working are often very, very busy.
Yes.
And so we wanted this to be something that's just simple and easy to do. We don't want it to be complex. So sometimes when you hear the words early literacy, you think, oh, I've got to do something. I have to do a program.
Right.
And it's not that. It's those simple things on a day-to-day basis that you do with your baby and toddler at home.
Just do a little bit more if you're not that talkative. start talking.
Yeah.
Anything else, ladies, that you want our viewers to know?
Well, the thing is, a lot of the people, let's say the young people, and they may feel that they don't have enough books or things for the children. As Jane said, it's got to be routines. But that's why we're going to encourage them to go to the library as well. And it's getting out, and we're hoping to be able to go around and present that, because that way they get out too. But, anything that they can do at home or play, it's about teaching them at the early age and conversing with them. But, a lot of the books and stuff is also available at the library. So I think that's one of the things that we're hoping to encourage too. So.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for coming in today. Really
you for having
appreciate
us.
it.